dos, uno, a dos, a tres, a cuatro. All the waiters in the old Grand Cafe leave their tables when you blink. Whoa, every dog must have his every day. Every drunk must have a drink. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. All your life you had to stand in line. Still you're standing on your feet. Whoa, all your choices, then you change your mind. And now your calendar is complete. Don't wait for answers, just take your chances. Don't ask me why. You can say the human heart is only make-believe. I am only fighting fire with fire. You are still a victim of the accidents you leave. Sure as I'm a victim of desire. Sure as I'm a victim of desire. All the servants in your new hotel throw their roses at your feet. Whoa, fool them all, but baby I can tell you're no stranger to the street. Don't ask for favors, don't talk to strangers. Don't ask me why. Andale. Yesterday you were an only child. Now your ghosts have gone away. Whoa, fool them all, but baby I can tell. Now you probably were front seat. Don't ask for favors, you took your chances. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Howdy, howdy. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. How we doing? I'm trying something new this week. We'll see if it sticks. I'm trying these new earbud monitors. I had a pair before. I never liked the playing experience with them as well as the big headphones that I normally wear. But they had a short circuit. And they were driving me crazy. I always used to try to at least do my YouTube performance, pre-recorded, fully produced stuff with those so that I didn't have the big headphones on screen. But one side was cutting in and out. It was just driving me crazy, so I couldn't do it very well. But I got a replacement pair, and I'm just going to see if I like it. I may not like this experience well enough to stick with it for a 2-hour show, but I'm going to see how it goes so that you don't have that impaling my beautiful proportional head. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good day. Started out with a little Billy Joel. I decided at literally the last second before I went live that that was the song I was going to open with, and of course I made a couple of boo-boos in it, which is what happens when you don't prepare at all. Anyway, let's say hi to some people. Hi, Thomas. Thomas is looking for some Michael Jackson, some Billy Joel. I will do what I can on those for you, Thomas. I'm going to prioritize some other requests first because I think we did both of these last week. But if there's time, then absolutely. So I've got them in the queue. Thanks, my friend. Aman, how we doing? Did you play Childhood or Off the Wall by Michael Jackson? I'm afraid I am not proficient or familiar enough with either of them. I'm kind of letting you down on this one. Let me know if there's something else I can do for you, my friend. I apologize, but I don't know either of those songs well enough to even fake my way through. Sorry. Thanks for being here. I hope I'll be able to play something to your liking today in lieu of those. Hey, Silviu, joining us from Romania. Thank you for staying up late and being part of the community. Hey, Bill Hasty, how we doing? Come Down in Time by Elton John or James by Billy Joel. All right, both are in the queue. Thanks, Bill. Ruth Hooker's here, the Unicorn Girl. How we doing? Thanks for being here. Simon Strutt is here with us. Thanks for being here, Simon. All right, and I think this is Maxime from Russia is wondering if I could play Baby Grand by Billy Joel. All right, done. It's in the queue. Thank you. Thanks for being with us. I know it's very late where you are. Al Bundy. Hola. Hola, right back at you. Moritz in Graz, Austria. Hey, could you play Only the Good Die Young and or You May Be Right? I'm looking forward to his new song that's going to be released on Thursday. All right. I love both those songs. Moritz wants me to kick it in the afterburners a little bit today. Mandy by Barry Manilow. Yes, absolutely. I can do that one. Thanks, Simon. I don't know. I'm nervous about the new song. I really want to like it. I hope I like it. I'm not crazy at all about the fact that he has co-writers. After all these years of writing solo, I'm kind of like, man, why are you using 4 other people? I don't get it. But I really hope I like it. I don't want to be an old fuddy-duddy. I just worry. He's been out of the game for so long, you know. It's like, I really hope it's not like a Star Wars sequel that disappoints me terribly. But I like your attitude, Moritz. I need to adopt your attitude about this. All right, Brent Leffel says, hey, Steve, have you done or considered doing a tutorial for the way you look tonight? I haven't really thought about it one way or the other. I will put it in the list of things for consideration in the future. Thanks, Brent. Okay, let's see here. Diddy4 says, I would love for you to do Where's the Orchestra? All right, love that song. Billy Joel should pay me royalties. Well, I would love it if he did, but I don't think it works that way. In fact, I live in fear that they're going to start wanting me to pay him royalties for what I do. They're like, you have a career because he had a career. Okay, Stefan Fisher's here. He says, hey, Steve, greetings to you. Chiefs doing better than Ravens at the moment. Get excited for the Ravens. See what they could do. Did you do a little bit of Billy Joel, New York State of Mind? All right. But I have to come clean to you here, Stefan. I am more in the camp of the Chiefs than I am of the Ravens. It's they're right next door to where I am here. They were one of the two regional teams that I used to cheer for, the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm not going to lose sleep over the game either way, but I have to tell you that if you're for the Ravens, then you and I are sort of on opposite sides of that particular game. But I'm still going to play your song for you. Rob Castelli's here. He says, hey there, Steve. Is it possible to do a tutorial on that little Spanish ditty at the beginning of Don't Ask Me Why? Maybe. I haven't thought about that, but that's an interesting idea. Let me make a note of it as a potential thing, maybe for a free lesson Friday. Thanks, Rob. Ruth Hooker says sacrifice would be amazing. Well, and then she's giving me some gratuitous praise that I send her monthly checks for writing things like this about me. Thank you, Ruth. All right, absolutely. Love sacrifice. Hey, Steve, can you play some Paul Carrick? This comes from Mark Reville. Paul Carrick, all right. Right on. Sorry. Just never ending like sinus gunk out here. Something about the air out here. So your favorite Elton John song? Oh, I see. You're talking to Ruth there. Okay. Trace Montgomery says, seconding the Paul Carrick request. All right. Right on. Susie Wheeler's here from Florida. Thanks for joining us. Greetings and salutations, Susie. Robin A. is here. Hey, Steve, I was listening to a bit of Poco earlier. Can you do any of their songs? You know, I know of Poco, and I know the people who were in Poco, but I don't really know any of their tunes. So I'm afraid I'm probably going to let you down on that. So I'm sorry. If there's something else I can do for you, I love that kind of, country rock fusion, kind of easy, laid back, early 70s California sound. But I don't really know any of their catalog. All right. Hey, Steve, if not the songs I've mentioned, is there another Michael Jackson song you know how to play? Let me see what I can do for you, Aman. I do love MJ. All right. Now I've sparked a debate among NFL fans here, which is great. Okay, I've got a lot of requests here to work with, so let's get cranking on these. See what happens. We're going to start with one for our friend Bill Hasty. This one, this appeared as an album cut on a record called Tumbleweed Connection. And I don't do this one a lot, so I may hit a few bad chords here and there, but it's a cool tune. It's called Come Down in Time. In the quiet, silent seconds, I turn off the light switch and I came down to meet you in the half light of the moonlit while a cluster of night jars sang some dark room, come down in time. I still hear her say, so clear in my ear, like it was today. Come down in time was the message she gave me. Come down in time and I'll meet you halfway. I don't know if I should have heard her as yet, but true love like hers is a hard love to get, and I walk most all the way, and I ain't heard her call, and I get to thinking if she's coming at all. Come down in time. I still hear her say, so clear in my ear, like it was today. Come down in time was the message she gave me. Come down in time and I'll meet you halfway. There are women, and some hold you tight, while some leave you counting the stars in the night. All right. Cool. Thanks, Bill. That's for our friend Bill Hasty. I'll probably get James in too before it's all said and done, my friend. All right, for our friend Amon, let me pick a Michael Jackson song I can do for you. Okay, I think this is probably the right key. We're going to find out, aren't we? This song was this is kind of my favorite tune at the time that Michael had put out, and I still think it's very touching. It's a little corny, but hell, I'm a little corny. And some of this legal questions and his conduct with kids and all of that I don't know. I don't know what I believe and what I don't believe with all of that. There's It's not like Bill Cosby where there's enough accusers all saying the same thing where it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're guilty. But I don't want to just discount stories from, potential victims of this sort of thing. So I don't know, and it's really tainted Michael's legacy. But in a world where none of that was in question, he seemed at the time to be a guy with a pretty big heart and who wanted to do good by the world. And I always appreciated that about him. And he wrote a really, really beautiful song that still to this day can get me a little bit misty-eyed and kind of like a little bit of a blubbering boob, to be honest with you. It goes like this.
In the dream we were conceived in will reveal.
Excuse me, I did that all wrong, sorry.
In the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face. And the world we once believed in will shine again in grace.
No, I did that wrong. All of it wrong. That's terrible. I'm going to try that section one more time. I apologize, Amon. This is the first time I've looked at the song in like 3 years.
In the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face. And the world we once believed in will shine again in grace. strangling life, wound this earth, crucify its soul. Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. Or we could fly so high that our spirits never die. In our hearts, I feel you are all my brothers. In a world with no fear, together we'll cry happy tears. See the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if we cared enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place. You and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place. You and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. You and for heal the world we live in. Save it for the children. Heal the world we live in. You and for me. All right. Well, wasn't terrible aside from completely forgetting how the bridge in the song goes. Anyway, I will try to brush up on some more MJ for you, Amon, because he's great. His music was pretty awesome, and his career was pretty prolific. Okay. Let's do this one for Simon Strutt. This song, let's see here. This song was done, it basically started Barry Manilow's career. Prior to this song, Barry Manilow's career consisted of his two big highlights, and these were impressive credits, I might add. He was a very prolific writer of jingles. Not sure if you're familiar with this, but if you ever have seen a State Farm commercial and you hear, and like a good neighbor, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Barry Manilow wrote that. He also was the director, the musical director of the band that was out touring behind Bette Midler for a while. But then he finally had a breakout success of his own with a song he did not write, but he wasn't even sure if he wanted to do this. It was originally titled Brandy, but there was this other song out there named Brandy, you know. Brandy, she's a good girl. Right. Do, that song. And so they didn't want the same title to confuse people. And he was talked into recording this by Clive Davis, the head of, I believe, the head of Columbia Records at the time. And he said, Barry, you got to get some hits under your belt or else you're never going to get off the ground. And this helped give him enough firepower that he was able to start getting some of his own compositions released as singles. So anyway, it goes like this.
Cold as ice, shadows of a man, face through a window, crying in the night. The night goes into the morning, just another day. Happy people pass my way, looking in their eyes, I see a memory never realized. Sent you away, oh Mandy. You kissed me and stopped me from shaking. I need you today, oh Mandy. Standing on the edge of time, I walked away when love was mine. Caught up in a world of uphill climbing, tears are in my mind, nothing is rhyming, oh Mandy. You came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away, oh Mandy. You kissed me and stopped me from shaking. I need you today, oh Mandy. Yesterday's a dream, I faced the morning, crying on a breeze. The pain is calling, oh Mandy. You came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away, oh Mandy. You kissed me and stopped me from shaking, and I need you today, oh Mandy. You came and you gave without taking, and I sent you away, oh Mandy. You kissed me and stopped me from shaking, and I need you. I need you today, oh Mandy.
All right, thanks Simon for that request. Okay, let's see here. What all do we have? I'm going to create a reasonable mix between the Billy and the Elton requests and other things. How about we go back up here and we'll pick up James. This one's off of the Turnstiles album in 1976. This one's played on the old Fender Rhodes electric piano. And I think it's a pretty cool little tune. And it was actually written for a friend of Billy Joel's, although I don't know if his name was James. It might have been one of those times where the story is about his friend, but he changed the name because the guy's name just wasn't poetic enough. I can't remember. Anyway, it goes like this.
Childhood days, and we made our plans, and we had to go our separate ways. I went on the road, you pursued an education. James, do you like your life? Can you find release? Will you ever change? Your masterpiece. Are you still in school? Living up to expectations, James. You were so relied upon. Everybody knows how hard you try. Hey, pride. James, you've been well behaved. You've been working hard, but will you always stay someone else's dream of who you are? Do what's good for you, but you're not good for anybody. Where I was. Let me see. Well, you're not good for anybody, James. Well, I went on the road, pursued an education, James. How you gonna know for sure? Everything was so well organized. Hey, oh, look upon a job you've done, and everybody else is satisfied. James, do you like your life? Can you find release? Will you ever change? When will you write your masterpiece?
right, Ida. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate the requests. All right, we're going to play this one for Ruth Hooker, our resident unicorn enthusiast. I don't know if this still holds up, but at one time, Bernie Taupin, Elton's lyricist / co-writer, listed this as his favorite song that they had collaborated on.
It's a human sign when things go wrong, when the scent of a lingers, temptation strong, into the boundary of each married man. Sweet deceit comes a-calling, negativity lands, cold, cold hearts, hard done by you. Some things looking better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. Living into separate worlds, but it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice, no sacrifice at all. Mutual misunderstanding after the fact, sensitivity built a prison in the final act. We lose direction, no stone unturned, no tears to damn you. When jealousy burns, cold, cold heart, hard done by you. Some things look better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. Two hearts living into separate worlds, and it's no sacrifice, no sacrifice, it's no sacrifice at all. done by you. Some things look better, baby, just passing through. And it's no sacrifice, just a simple word. It's two hearts living in two separate worlds. And it's no sacrifice, it's no sacrifice, oh, no sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. No sacrifice at all. All right. Thanks, Ruth. All right, let's see here. Paul Carrick. The best way for me to do Paul Carrick would be, I'm sorry, I don't really know any off the top of my head of his that he's done solo, but I can do this one that he did with Mike and the Mechanics. I think this is his best vocal anyway. Generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father else told you. Know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. Just wish I could have told him in the living years. Crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thought. I'm afraid that's all we've got. You say you just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You kids can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language. Talking in defense. Say it loud. It's the bitterness that lasts. So don't yield to the fortunes sometimes you see as fates. You may have new perspective on a different date. And if you don't give up, don't give in, you may just be okay. Say it loud. Say it clear. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die. Oh, when we die, admit we don't see eye to eye. I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away, and I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. Sure, I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. Just wish they could have told him in the living years. Say it loud. Say it clear. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. 'Cause it's too late. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. Say it loud. Say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die. Too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. All right. Thank you for the request of Paul Carrick. All right, I've got some more requests here from the original bunch, but let's check into the feed here. Say hi to some people that have joined us since then and see if there's anything new that we can add to the pile. Yeah, I'll tell you what, apparently Taylor Swift did not destroy the Chiefs.
That is literally the dumbest thing I have heard coming out of sports commentary for I don't know how long. Like, I wasn't a huge Taylor Swift fan, but they've turned me into one just because they were being such jackasses about that. So, good. Just to make a point. Sorry. Now I'm on a soapbox. Time to get back off. Okay, where are we at? Oh my goodness gracious. Mike Hatt. This guy is about as responsible as any other human being for me being a musician today. He was the musical director of the Catholic church that I went to when I was growing up in Kearney, Nebraska, and when I was like 12 or 13, and I had just barely learned how to use guitar chords to play piano with. He let me play in that group, and it was cool. We were on a college campus, and so we kind of got to do it like a little rock band. We had acoustic guitar and electric bass and drums, and me on piano. Very similar to the ensemble I put together every Sunday for the Sunday jams with my little YouTube Music Mafia partner, Rob. And anyway, we got down. We had a lot of good times, and then he played with me in the first band I ever created in a few different events. We were called the Tri-Cities. Oh, good times. Mike, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been way too long since I saw you anyway. I hope that you and Peggy and your whole family, Ryan, and just everybody are doing great. Thank you so much for your well wishes. Anyway, Mike was the lead singer, and a great one. And I learned an awful lot about how music is made in an ensemble by playing with him and observing what was going on. He played acoustic guitar and sang, but he is at the core of it a very brilliant drummer and a sophisticated drummer, jazz drummer. So I just learned a lot about percussion, and so a lot of my rhythm patterns that I teach in my method are things that I flushed out during that time. So thank you. So good to see your name in the comment feed. Okay, who all's here? We've got a lot of commentary going on about the NFL games, which is awesome. Kevin Lawrence is here. Good time to to let everybody know that Kevin and I, barring something that is unforeseen, plan to do a show together on Wednesday of this week. So watch my channel for the announcement. But yeah, we're going to get together just because we haven't been able to hang out for a long time and actually talk to each other. So, all right. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Hey, you guys have left a lot of comments. Nice. Okay. I'm just checking to see if any of these are song requests. I love how involved in conversations with each other you guys get during these. It's fantastic. Okay, Pascal says, can you play Nikita by Elton John? All right, let me put that in the queue. Thank you, Pascal. Yeah, Kevin, I'm totally looking forward to that documentary as well. I love We Are the World. That's one of my, I mean, it's a big block of cheese of a song, but oh man, it still gets me. It turns on my tear ducts every time I hear it. Lord Farquaad says, yo dude, obla di obla da was awesome. Thank you. How about some St. Elmo's Fire on this 49er Sunday? All right. Thank you. Yeah, we did Obla Di Obla Da by the Beatles for the Sunday Jam with the YouTube Music Mafia today. We were proud of that one. We had a lot of fun putting that one together. Let me see here. I would concur with this statement, Moritz, very much. Matt's here. He says, hey, Steve, I'm a bit late to the party tonight, but any thoughts on the announcement of Billy Joel's new single? I just hope I like it. I just really hope that it's not like we had a great trilogy of movies and then they made one too many sequels. So I'm hopeful. If he's really enjoying doing it, if he really is enjoying it, then I'm happy no matter what. Because at this point in time, Billy Joel has earned the right to do or not do anything that he wants. But for me as a fan, I'm just like, oh God, please let it be a good song. I feel a little weird about him co-writing. I really do, after all the years of writing solo. But, you know. If that's something he feels like doing, then good for him. All right, let's see here. Okay. Just trying to find the song requests and amongst all of the talk about the Chiefs and the Ravens. Okay, got a few more to add to the pile. So let's do this one. This is by Billy Joel. This is a request that came in from our friend Maxime in Russia. This one was done as a duet with Ray Charles back in 1986 on an album called The Bridge. I just put this out as a solo piano vocal for a Solo Tuesday this past week. Great tune. And it goes like this. It's about the piano.
When it's dark and cold, I reach out for someone to hold. When I'm blue, when I'm lonely, she comes through. She's the only one who can. My baby grand is all I need. In my time, wandered everywhere around this world, yes sir. She would always day, any hour. All it takes is the power in my hands. This baby ground has been good to me. Yeah, yeah. I've had friends, but they've slipped away. And I've had fame, yes sir, but it doesn't stay. I've made fortunes, sent them fast enough. As for women, they don't last with just one man. But my baby ground is gonna stand by me. Now, they say no one's gonna play this on the radio. They say the melancholy blues are dead and gone, but only songs like these, played in minor keys, keep those memories holding on. I've come far, yeah, from the life I've strayed in, and I've got the scars, yeah, from those dives I played in. Now I'm whole and I'm weary in my bones. Every dreary one night stand, my baby grand is coming home with me, ever since this gas began. My baby grand. It's been good to me. All right. Thank you very much, Maxime. Very much. Love that song. Now, what else do we have down here? Let's do this one. This is St. Elmo's Fire. This one was put out in about 1986, 84, 85, 86, somewhere in that neighborhood. This is done by a guy named John Parr, whose career kind of took off and then fizzled out pretty fast as far as his commercial success. But he wrote this one with David Foster, who had been tasked
He had been tasked with writing a hit song, or what they hoped would be a hit single, for the soundtrack of an upcoming movie that they were naming St. Elmo's Fire after the name of a bar that's in the movie story. And he had seen John Parr perform and was impressed by him and wanted to give him a shot at something bigger. And so they sat down, and in 3 hours they had melody and a chord structure kind of in place, but they weren't really sure what to do with the lyrics. And they racked their brains, and they were kind of getting frustrated, getting nowhere. And John Parr said, let's turn on the TV, just take our attention off this for a minute, because they had to deliver a song in like 2 days. And the local news was running a story on this guy named Rick Hansen, who was a guy who had been a great athlete who was injured in a pickup accident. He was in the back of a pickup and ran into a tree, and he crushed his spine and lost the ability to walk. From the waist down, he was paralyzed. So he went on and had a great career as sort of a Special Olympian and whatnot. But he wanted to raise some money for folks who were in the same predicament that he was in, to help fund research, and also to just to deliver care for those that were stricken with this and with spinal cord injury. So he got some sponsors and cobbled together enough money to get a Winnebago, and a couple of his friends pledged to go with him, and they had a couple of special wheelchairs made for him to wheel himself around the world. And they would collect money in like a coffee can, and then checks from corporations and things as they caught steam. But anyway, they would go through towns, and they literally had a donation can on the front of his wheelchair, and he would wheel through snowstorms and rain. And anyway, he ended up putting about 20,000 kilometers in, wheeling himself around the world, across the Great Wall of China, you name it, he was everywhere. And it was a very inspiring story. And he was in the middle of his quest to go around the world. And John Parr, that was on the news when they turned the TV on, and John Parr said, now that's a story that I can write a song about. And David Foster said, yeah, but it has to be called St. Elmo's Fire, and it's supposed to be related to the movie. And John Parr said, don't worry. I'll mask it in a way so that the idiots that are putting this movie together, the studio execs, will think it's about their movie, but it's going to be about this guy, because this is a hell of a story. Well, anyway, he wrote it, and it became a #1 hit, and he started telling the real story in every interview that he could give, that it's really about Rick Hansen. And radio DJs ran with it, and television news people started running with it, and arrangements were made, and pretty soon that was the anthem of Rick Hansen. And by the time Rick returned to Vancouver, his hometown, at the end of his journey, a marching band was playing this song for him as he triumphantly returned to a loud and proud and enormous crowd of people, because he was a hero of the city by then. So it's a pretty darn cool story, if you ask me. Now that you know, here's the song.
begun. 'Cause only you can do what must be done. You know in some way you're a lot like me, just a prisoner. We're trying to break free. I can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion. All I need is this pair of wheels. Take me where the future's lying. St. Elmo's fire. Oh, come you see, burning up. Don't know just how far that I can go. Send me home, only just a few miles down the road. I can make it, I know I can. You broke the boy in me, but you won't break the man. I can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion. All I need is this pair of wheels. Take me where the future's lying. St. Elmo's fire. I can climb the highest mountain. I can cross the wildest sea. I can feel St. Elmo's fire burning in me. It's burning in me. Burning in me. Just once in his life, a man has his time, and my time is now. I'm coming alive. I can hear the music playing, I can see the banners flying. Feel like you're man again, hope riding high. Gonna be a man in motion, all I need is a pair of wheels. Take me where the future's lying, St. Elmo's fire. I can see a new horizon underneath the blazing sky. I'll be where the eagles flying higher and higher. Gonna be a man in motion, all I need is this pair of wheels. Take me where the future's lying, St. Elmo's fire. Can climb the highest mountain, cross the wildest sea. I can feel St. Elmo's fire burning in me. Burning, burning in me. I can feel it burning. All right. I do love playing requests and not being prepared for any of them. All right. Thanks, Lord Farquaad. Appreciate the request. Okay.
Okay, let's do this one here by, this is for our friend Pascal. He wants to hear Elton John. This is one of my favorite songs in the whole world to play. It's called Nikita.
Is it cold in your little corner of the world? You could roll around the globe and never find a warmer soul to know. Oh, I saw you by the wall, 10 of your 10 soldiers in a row, with eyes that looked like ice on fire, a human heart, a captive in the snow. Hey, Nikita, you will never know anything about my home. I'll never know how good it feels to hold you, Nikita. I need you so. Nikita is the other side of any given line in time. I'm counting 10 soldiers in their row. Oh no, Nikita, you'll never know. Dream of me? Do you ever see the letters that I write? When you look up through the wire, Nikita, do you count the stars at night? Oh, and if there comes a time the guns and gates no longer hold you in, and if you're free to make a choice, just look towards the west and find a friend. But Nikita, you will never know anything about my home. I'll never know how good it feels to hold you, Nikita. I need you so.
All right, something by the Beatles. Let's see. Many, many choices there. Here, I'll do this one. This is a little preview of coming attractions for this Tuesday. For Solo Tuesday coming up in a few days. Here we go.
Your day breaks, your mind aches. You find that all the words of kindness linger on, but she no longer needs you. She wakes up, she makes up, she takes some time and doesn't feel she has to hurry. She no longer needs you. And in her eyes you see nothing, no sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. Love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says her love is dead. You think she needs you. In her eyes you see nothing, no sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You stay home, she goes out. She says that long ago she knew someone, but now he's gone. She doesn't need him. Your day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times when all the things she said will fill your head. You won't forget her, and in her eyes you see nothing, no sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years.
Just for my own peace of mind so I can sleep tonight.
Love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says her love is dead. You think she needs you.
Okay. I'll feel better having reasonably played that part. Okay. It's a crazy thing, you know, when you make a lot of content like I do, it's you learn the song and you cut it and then you may not play it again for years or weeks or months, and you're already learning new stuff. And so something that like just a few weeks ago I played well enough to actually release to my YouTube channel. I can't remember how the midsection goes. Oh, wait. That's all right. Just giving you some insights into what it's like to do this for a living. It's the greatest job ever. I wouldn't trade it for anything. All right, Daft Hughes. I don't have Thunder Road yet, but yeah, absolutely, we can do this one.
Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading to Spain. Oh yeah, I can see Daniel waving goodbye. It looks like Daniel the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. But I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Whoa, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died. You see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Whoa, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died. You see more than I. And Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I see the red tail lights heading to Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. It looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Oh God, he looks like Daniel. Must be the clouds in my eyes. All right. Okay, this one's a Billy Joel deep cut from an album called The Nylon Curtain. Interesting little tune. It's the closer. The album opens with a song called Allentown, and then this song at the end has sort of like a little motif kind of referencing Allentown a little bit. It's just kind of interesting. And pretty little thing. It goes like so. Where's the orchestra? Wasn't this supposed to be a musical? Here I am in the balcony. How the hell could I have missed the overture? I idea at all what is being said besides the dialogue. There's the leading man, the movie star who never faced an audience. Where's the orchestra? After all, this is my big... I'm doing that wrong. After all, this is my... There we are. After all, this is my big night on the town. My introduction to the theater crowd. I assumed that the show would have a song, so I was wrong. At least I understand all the innuendo and the irony, and I appreciate the roles the actors played, the point the author made, and after the closing lines, and after the curtain calls, the curtain falls. On empty chairs, where's the orchestra? All right. Thank you for that request. Got just enough requests for the time that's left, so we'll go with them. This one's a more familiar song by Billy Joel, even though it's not a super big hit by any means, but it's become kind of standard fare. And it's called New York State of Mind. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I know what I'm needing down the Hudson River line, 'cause I'm in a New York state of mind. Seen all the movie stars, the fancy cars and the limousines, been high in the Rockies under the evergreens. But I know what I'm needing, I don't want to waste more time. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm and blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times, the Daily News, whoa, 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 comes down to reality. It's fine with me, 'cause I've let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown or on Riverside. Don't have any reasons, I've left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm and blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times, Daily News, whoa, 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 comes down to reality, and it's fine with me, 'cause I've let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown or up on Riverside. Don't have any reasons, left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm just taking a Greyhound down the Hudson River line. I'm in love. I'm in a New York. State of mind. Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right. And last song of the night goes out to our friend Moritz. That was for Stefan Fischer, by the way. Thank you very much. This is going out for our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria. He wanted me to take some names and kick a little ass here at the end. Here we go.
One, two, three, four. Come out, Virginia, don't let me wait. Can't let the girls stop much too late. Sooner or later it comes down to fate. I might as well be the one. Well, they showed you a statue, told you to pray. They built you a temple and locked you away. But they never told you the price that you pay. The things that you might have done. Darling, only the good die young. That's what I said. Well, only the good die young. Only the good die young. You might have heard I run with a dangerous crowd. Ain't too pretty, we ain't too proud. We might be laughing a bit too loud, but that never hurt no one. So come on, Virginia, show me a sign. Send up a signal, I'll throw you a line. Stained glass curtain, you hide behind. Never let's in the sun. Darling, only the good die young. That's what I said. Only the good die young. Only the good die young. You got a nice white dress and a party on your confirmation. You got a brand new soul. Whoa, and a cross of gold. Virginia, they didn't give you quite enough information. Didn't count on me, 'cause you were counting on your rosary. Whoa, 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 and they say there's a heaven, those who wait. Some say it's better, but I say it ain't. Rather only the good die young. That's what I said. Only the good die young. Only the good die young. Only the good. Only the good die young. That's right. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Great fun today. Appreciate your requests as always. For everybody that's a musician out there, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. Hope I'll see some of your names in the chat feed this Wednesday when Kevin and I go live together. Like I say, watch my channel for the announcement. It'll be up there, and broadcasting should be the same time of day, I would think. But he and I have a few details to work out. So just watch my channel. And for everyone, remember to give as much love as you can, to as many people as you can, as often as you can, folks. Leave it on the field. Don't have any regrets. We don't know when this ride comes to an end. Love you guys. See you next week. We'll hopefully see you Wednesday, and then see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Piano Man Steve signing out.